That was a fight! Wow, incredible climbing!
It would be honestly like the top 10 routes I've ever done. It's so good. Today I'm going to show you something quite special. 60 meters of consistently hard climbing, perfect clean-cut wall, 0 degrees vertical. It's hands down one of the most impressive routes I have ever seen. And I'm pretty sure it could be the hardest route which has ever been first ascended without chalk, ground up, the masterpiece of Robert Leistner, and for the 14 years of existence it hasn't had a repetition. Yet the first redpoint ascent is still waiting to be done. So this is Circus Maximus, the Robert Leistner masterpiece back from 2012. It's not repeated and the redpoint is still missing. I mean, look at this beauty, it's just incredible, you know, the 60 meter perfect wall, clean cut, very consistent, there are no ledges, and I would say it's almost like the higher, the harder it gets.
It was a big pleasure for me to this first ascent because it was not only the goal to sit on the top of this tower, it was also to being part of the wall, to figuring out all these amazing holes was a big pleasure.
Come on. Too easy for you.
Amazing move.
Nice, nice. Very good.
But such a unique move. It's like you're holding onto nothing, you are like on good footholds, but in order to generate the power to like make that foothold work, it's really strange. And that moment, like the pocket feels million miles away. But somehow it works. It's sick.
And guys, it works for sure, Adam.
Every week I looked forward to the next Friday because each Friday over 6 weeks we spent here time together, and often we could only manage like 10 meters more, but every time I went down with a big luck in my heart, and it was super nice for me that I could make the first ascent of such an amazing wall.
And guys, it works for sure, Adam. Allez.
The ethics of opening the routes ground up here in Saxony makes opening a hard route pretty challenging, since even with binoculars you can't really see if there are actually holes, and it takes a lot of courage to see a line and just to go up and knowing that it's possible that you might be empty-handed and you will find just a spot which will be completely blank. And even though it's not completely blank, when you have to run out from a rink to rink, you can take many falls before you actually find the next sequence. And you know this can happen many times in every single move.
Very good again.
That was hard.
Yes, yes, like it. Perfect. Allez.
I think trying to climb all three, even with the falls, a massive route like this is probably one of my favorite disciplines of climbing. You know, it feels like, imagine having a long, really intense bouldering session either outdoors or even in the gym. You just get to climb, you know, a lot. And when it comes to single pitch climbing, it's really hard to find a line which would be more spectacular than Circus Maximus.
Allez, on tombe.
Woo! That was a fight! Wow, incredible climbing! Woo!
Yes, yes, allez.
The special thing about Circus Maximus that even though it's 0 degree vertical or 0 degree overhang, depends how you see it, the footholds are consistently bad and they're also quite slopey. So you would expect that a wall like this you would need a pretty stiff shoes, but it's sort of like you need a bit of both, but you definitely can't really use too stiff shoes because you wouldn't really feel those smears.
Allez, Adam. Allez.
Woo!
Oh.
And also After I did the first ascent of this wall, I stopped with first ascents because I had the feeling that it's not possible to do something else which is also so beautiful. I want to make a first ascent if the beautiful route is missing, and after this I had the feeling I did the most beautiful one in the whole area, so it was better to stop.
It's just incredible. I mean, big adventure. Also to do just AF ascent, which means just getting to the top from ring to ring. This is so, it must have been so insane to make the first ascent and decipher all the moves and never really knowing if maybe the next section is actually possible or not. But the Mother Nature made it just perfect. And like after the first two sort of at the dynos, you get a little bit of rest, and for the next 4 rings it's just incredibly consistent and just hard all the time. I mean, this route is just made to be red pointed. It makes so much sense, and the climbing will be so good.
And there is one section, which is the second one, which has very nice roads, and Adam could maybe sit and belay her, but he didn't because
Towards the end of the route goes slightly more left into more sort of like crack groove feature. The route is more perfect, just traversing more to the left and finishing in slightly easier terrain. What to say? The route is just insane. And it's not easy at all to get to the top just in this style. And in the sandstone climbing ethics, the route is considered to be done, but of course from the modern point of view, this route is calling for a red point. One day I would love to get it done.